Blue Protocol Star Residence is a free-to-play anime MMORPG. It provides a refreshing new take on the anime MMO genre with fresh gameplay mechanics, an open-world design, and cross-platform support for both PC and mobile. The game features full-action combat, deep character customization in the form of skill trees and cosmetics, and social exploration in a vibrant fantasy world called Ragnus. I've been honestly probably the biggest fan of Blue Protocol Star Residence ever since it was first announced, and I've been covering this game with eager anticipation ever since. I would like to give thanks to A+ Japan for sponsoring this video. With the game's launch, I wanted to create a beginner's guide with the goal to help players who are interested in trying out the game. With this in mind, if you are at all interested in playing this game, and honestly, you should be, then I urge you to take a moment, go down into the description and the pinned comment below right now and click that link. You can download on iOS, on Android, or you can wishlist it right now on Steam for full PC play. Now let's jump in. If you're like me, you probably want to skip the tutorial and jump right into the game. It makes sense, but the tutorial is an important part of understanding the basics of the game. Without it, you won't be introduced to core mechanics such as combo chains, dodging, skill management, life skills, mounts, and more. There's a lot of content to consume and learn in this game, and there's absolutely no need to rush anything. Instead, just take a moment, slow down, take your time, and enjoy everything the world and the game has to offer. While you can technically swap your class during the game, it's imperative that you begin the game as a class that you're going to enjoy. This will be your main class until you unlock the option to transition over to additional classes. At release, there are a total of 8 classes filling 3 different roles: Tank with the Heavy Guardian and the Shield Knight, Support with the Beat Performer and Verdant Oracle, and DPS with Frost Mage, Marksman, Stormblade, and Wind Knight. Each class has their own strengths and weaknesses. Frost Mage is easier than something like the Wind Knight or the Stormblade, and is also ranged as opposed to melee, so choose wisely based off of your own individual preferences. But at the same time, don't really fret too much since you can change this option at any point later on in the game. As noted, there are a lot of options when it comes to content, but the one thing that you should be focusing on more than anything else is the main story quests. Main story quests are marked in purple and are the main path for unlocking more areas, more features, more dungeons. As much fun as it might be to run out into the world and just keep hitting things until you're at a point that you're one shot even just looking at the enemy, no, actually, you know what? Yeah, you can still very much so do that. That's honestly, to me anyway, part of the fun of exploring a brand new large open world, but you should still focus on the main story. Don't neglect it and you'll never really run out of things to do. There are numerous features in the game that contribute to an overall ability score, which functions like a type of baseline power limit. Gear is a major part of that and allows you to truly upgrade your character power to the fullest extent. Gear comes in multiple different rarities: rare, epic, legendary, and relic. Each rarity increases the stats provided, with some coming with additional special bonus effects. Gear can be acquired through numerous different methods, more commonly via world bosses and dungeons, and consists of a single weapon slot, 4 total armor slots, and 6 accessory slots. You can upgrade gear, reforging, embedding gems with various statistical benefits, refining, which provides stat boost dependent on the slot the gear is in. There is a lot of depth to gear in the game, and it definitely requires a little bit of forethought. Crafting presents players something to do outside of combat. Things like gathering, mineralogy, gemology, or crafting, smelting, culinary, alchemy. These are incredibly useful and provide unique advantages to play, like the ability to craft potions or food items. As an extension to the previous topic, an easy way of obtaining gear is through crafting. You can utilize life skills such as smelting or gem crafting, but specific gear is tied to specific life skills, so it is beneficial to level different life skills that will provide you the largest return on your investment. While not the most important thing in the game, it's definitely important not to skip these. Much like your level in the main story, your adventure rank is an important part of progression. Leveling it opens up new avenues of play and is essential for unlocking core game content and pushing your character character's power to the endgame. A higher AR gives you access to more difficult content that rewards better gear and better materials. Main story quests are frequently tied to your adventure rank, higher tier dungeons and missions, including challenging elite quests, crafting systems, and the ability to craft higher level gear, field bosses, raids, which offer some of the best gear drops in the game. I mean, heck, hitting a certain adventure rank will unlock a free mount for your character, allowing you to travel faster across the open world. For each AR that you level up, you can claim rewards via the Adventurers Guild, which often includes materials and currency. That is a whole lot of bang for your buck. Another handy trick is concerning alternate classes. When you switch to a different class, you can use the XP rewards from your adventurer boards on your alternate class. This helps you level up the secondary classes quickly, as the XP reward scale based on your AR and they do not have a level requirement. Class skills are a core mechanic that define individual class gameplay, strategy, and fit certain roles. Each class further has a talent tree that acts as its skill tree, offering stat boosts, passive bonuses, and different class specializations, or paths such as the Shield Knight having a recovery and a shield path, or the Verdant Oracle having pedal and damage focus paths. Players unlock these branching specializations by leveling up their class and investing points into their talent tree, which can fundamentally change their class's playstyle. By extension, talent trees have larger benefits to certain playstyles and they synergize better with other classes, so it is important to know your build and focus on a build that will benefit the type of content that you are trying to engage in. Dungeons are one of the most efficient ways to earn experience, along with the main story quests, with dungeons allowing you to get better gear and acquire crafting and upgrade materials. They're a primary source of new and powerful equipment. As you increase your adventure rank, you will unlock harder dungeons with a chance to drop rarer, higher item level gear, which is essential for endgame content. Repeated dungeon runs provide steady XP and materials for upgrading your equipment. Clearing dungeons contributes to your adventure rank. Dungeons are great places to hone your combat skills while being rewarded for doing so. For some of the more difficult dungeons, you will need to team up with other players. This is where the multiplayer focus comes into play and is one of the more rewarding, personally entertaining aspects of the game. There are numerous types of dungeons, including rotating daily dungeons that are relatively easy to complete, extreme dungeons that are more difficult versions with a chance at better rewards, tower dungeons, the Diamond Vaults, that are challenging multi-level dungeons, free exploration dungeons that are found out in the open world. Gacha is used for two different things: cosmetics and battle imagines. It's worth noting that battle imagines can also be earned in-game. The gacha requires specific currency to roll on, both of which are obtainable free in-game without purchase. You can acquire ordinary, intermediate, advanced, and rare quality battle imagines through the gacha, with the same rarities being present for cosmetics. There is a pity present for both battle imagines and cosmetic items, guaranteeing you obtain the requested item after a set number of pulls. And that is just a handful of things. This game is so large, so filled with content and things to consume that you will never run out of things to do. This is an MMO that I'm going to be playing a whole lot of, and I assume you will too. Again, if this looks like something that you might be at all interested in playing, then seriously, I urge you to just take a moment here, scroll down into the comment section description below, get ready, because the game drops on the 9th, and it is gonna go hard.